All right. Hello, chat. How's it going? Hopefully well. We're back. We're playing more MGS2, which means more Snake Tales, which means a hell of a lot more reading. I seriously hope that the last one we did is going to be like the most reading intensive one, because oh my sweet Jesus, that was a lot. I don't know how many pages of text it was in total. Like, I didn't go back and count it, but it was definitely more than 50. Definitely. Might sound like I'm exaggerating if you weren't here, but I'm really not. It was like, actually 50 is a very safe guess. Also, wow, the sunlight is not working there. Much better. I was like, wow, the sun is just not going to cooperate with the camera at all. Minimal sunlight it is, even though I was enjoying it. Who needs it? Storytelling time with Uncle Chol. I feel like that's normally just what stream is anyway, but well, that or complaining about whatever it is we're playing. If it gets bad enough to where it like distracts me and I start bitching, it's one or the other, typically. We'll see how much reading it is. I mean, I'm expecting a decent amount. Like, the first one had a solid amount of reading, but I still think it was like half of what the second one had. To be fair, the second one was writing like an entire novel and trying to just use whatever assets from MGS2's main campaign it could that maybe fit with it. So I get it, but like, Jesus Christ. Let's see. Confidential legacy. Oh, on the tanker. Oh, okay. 15 page starter. The wind howled as the sorry, narrator voice. The wind howled as the rain beat down in torrential sheets upon the churning, undulating surface of the river. A single, lonely rubber boat, painted jet black, was being tossed back and forth upon the waves like the plaything of some hold on a second, chat.
Capricious.
Capricious. It means something that has sudden or unaccountable changes of mood or behavior. Some capricious river god. Snake lifted his face to peer over the edge of the boat. Over the din of the storm, he could hear the sound of helicopters. At length, he saw 3 black choppers approach the tanker in front of him. "Am I late?" muttered Snake to himself. 3 days earlier, Campbell had visited Snake at his home in Alaska. Unlike Snake, who had gone back into retirement after the Shadow Moses incident, Campbell had gotten himself a position at the Defense Intelligence Agency. Snake had known right away that Campbell wasn't there to rekindle old ties with his former comrade. After making some brief small talk, Campbell had jumped straight to the point. "Do you remember a man by the name of Sergei Gurlukovich?" Snake nodded. A former GRU colonel, Gurlukovich was known as a ruthless, cold-blooded strategist. Maybe. During the Cold War, when Campbell was the commander of Foxhound, Gurlukovich had humiliated him on numerous occasions. After the collapse of the Soviet Union, he had organized a group of former Red Army soldiers into his personal mercenary army. Since then, Gurlukovich and his troops had drifted from one war zone to the next, selling their services to the highest bidder. We received a report that Gurlukovich and his men attacked a group of Marines who were on a secret mission in the South American Republic of Eldera? Eldera? Where is Eldera? The Marines are being tight-lipped about it, as usual. They'd kept rather... wow, I read that out of order. As usual, They'd rather keep a lid on the whole affair. But from what we've been able to tell, it sounds like Metal Gear is involved. Metal Gear, Snake growled. He'd heard the rumors too. Following the Shadow Moses incident, the technical specs for Metal Gear had been leaked onto the black market. As a result, bastardized versions of Metal Gear were starting to crop up all over the world. Eldera was a small country in South America that happened to be engaged in a civil war. Since the 1980s, the country had been under the control of a pro-American dictatorial regime. Dictatorial, that's a word. But as the Cold War drew to a close and American influence in the region declined, the country's minority ethnic population had taken up arms against the government, calling for the establishment of a separate homeland. The country had been torn apart by civil war ever since. Mercenaries and arms merchants were constantly coming and going in and out of Eldera. Given those circumstances, Campbell had figured it wouldn't be too surprising if one side or the other had managed to get their hands on a new type of Metal Gear. It seemed that people still clung to the belief that the threat of nuclear war could bring stability to the region. And the Marines were there to try and destroy it? Asked Snake. No. It looks as if they were trying to seize it for themselves. There's still a lot we don't know about the true nature of the new Metal Gear. This would have been a good chance to pick up a lot of valuable information. In other words, Eldera had managed to get itself a new type of Metal Gear. The Marines were plotting to seize it, and Gurlukovich was planning to steal it from the Marines. And now Campbell was proposing to go after Gurlukovich, whose name I'm still struggling with. Snake shook his head. Sorry, but you'll have to find someone else to do your dirty work this time. I'm out of the hero business. Snake, times are changing, Colonel. I think it's about time you gave it a rest. You mean retire from the military? No. I mean time to stop this damn vendetta of yours against Gurlukovich. The look of fury on Campbell's face confirmed Snake's suspicions. Campbell still hated Gurlukovich with a passion. It was an old grudge left over from the Cold War. The passage of time had done nothing to diminish it. Rather, it had grown in intensity. Is that why you joined the DIA? To settle old scores? Yes, you're right. But I didn't come all the way here to ask for your help just for the sake of a personal grudge. Campbell's hands clenched into fists. The truth is, Meryl was part of that mission. The rubber boat drew up alongside the tanker. Snake gripped the rope tightly. Meryl Silverberg, Campbell's niece or daughter. The woman who had risked her life alongside Snake on Shadow Moses. At one time, they'd been living together. Then, 6 months earlier, Meryl had left him. She said there was something important that she had to take care of. Her voice was resolute. Her eyes were clear and cold as steel. There was nothing Snake could do to stop her. Snake climbed the rope up the outer hull of the tanker and emerged onto the aft deck. Nearby, he could see a number of soldiers standing guard. They appeared to be Russian mercenaries. He called Campbell on the codec. This is Snake. I've managed to infiltrate the tanker. It looks like our Russian friends have already taken control of the ship. I'll try to get in touch with Meryl somehow. Is Eldera? Where is that? Because I feel like I know South America. Where is Eldera? It's probably not pronounced like that, right? I think it's fictional. Wait a minute. All I'm getting is stuff for a new AI platform. So I think it's a fictional country. Unless it's a real country and Google search results are just dominated by a new AI instead. So, if it is real, it's not my fault. It's Google's fault today. Check Google Maps? No. Like, even though I'm an American, I've got pretty solid geography. I feel like I know, like, South America doesn't even have that many countries in it. Like, I can picture South America. Which is why I was like, wait, what? Eldera? The fuck? Pretty sure it's a made-up place. Okay. If it's not, blame Google. I'll take a snake tail on the tanker, though. So far, both of the other ones were on the big shell. Favorite Metal Gear game currently? Overall, okay. Oh, shit. This is not 100% included. Ooh. This is like favorite Metal Gear game to play through once like normal and then drop. Because 100% completely changes things, right? Makes really fun games not so fun, and even makes some not so fun games really fun. But for like a normal playthrough, MGS2 is my favorite, like all around Metal Gear. I'm gonna do a mini Metal Gear award show, hold on. Best gameplay, MGS5. No shit. Most addictive, probably also MGS5, but maybe Peace Walker. Depends how I'm feeling that day. Best story, MGS1. Snake, you stupid bitch. Keep it down. No, keep it quiet, man. What are you doing? Oh, shit. Why'd he sneeze twice, dude? Of course, the first time I see the sneeze is right there. I've heard about him sneezing in this game, but that's the first time I've ever actually seen it. We're out of VR mission purgatory? Yes. This door opens. We're onto the snake tales now. Or as I like to call them, bedtime stories, because holy shit, it's so much reading. Snake, please. You're gonna give away our position again. How many more? This is the third of 5 total snake tales. The first one was honestly pretty basic. Like it was essentially the first one could be summed up as the big shell incident, but it's only Fat Man. Like Fat Man is legitimately the only big bad guy at the big shell, and Snake got sent in instead of Raiden. Wait, was that medicine? Oh my god, it was. I thought it was the sniper drugs. Yeah, okay. I'm glad that you said that, because I thought it was pentazomin. I wasn't paying that much attention. The second one was a lot wackier. The second one was actually kind of crazy. And this one already is... I mean, if I'm being honest, it's got a solid setup. This one could be good. Could be a good snake tail. We'll see. I don't even really know how to pitch the second one. They're about an hour and a half long a piece, at least so far. Like both of the first two took me about an hour and a half. So they're like nice little side stories. They're not too long, but they're just long enough to like actually have some substance to them, you know? Yes, please.
locate the AWOL soldier. Nothing else to report.
Whoa, Snake. Don't fully stand up there, man. So far, so good. I should probably just ignore those guys. Does he only sneeze once? No, I saw him sneeze 3 times. Oh, he only sneezes once, like, at a time, yes. That one took me a second. But yeah, Snake, I have heard the legends of Snake actually being able to catch a cold while standing out in the rain for too long. But that's the first time I've seen it happen. That was new for me. I feel like we have to go up the stairs. My favorite game, like ever, I refuse to answer. I refuse to pick one. I can't do it. I can pull up the list. I've got my list of like 10 games that are all generally my favorite, but I can't choose any one out of them. They're just all contenders. Trying to find another way around that does not involve that staircase, but I think we're fucked. Physics update in Unity, for some reason, shows the position on next tick. The object position is a whole tick behind. Why? How? What? Oh, whoa, I thought I was at the door. Top 3? I can't choose top 3 either. It's still like too limiting for me. This is the only way up. I mean, if it works, it works. Sneaky beaky like. Actually, hold on here. Oh, sit still. There we go. Keep that staircase clear. How many years I was doing things wrong? Oh. God, I hate this hallway. Snake, you stupid bastard. Shit. Shit. I was right about to hold him up. Huh? Snake fucking sneezes. Huh? I have to think, what games are on the list? Halo 2, Black Ops 3 for the zombies, System Shock 2, Red Dead Redemption 2, a lot of 2s. Why can I not think? Why can I not think? Hold on. I have this written down and stored in the cloud. Hold on now. There it is. Halo 2. It's the best Halo, and no one will ever tell me otherwise. Oh yeah, Silent Hill 2, Mass Effect 2, Dark Souls 1, Ocarina of Time, the original Doom. Still somehow, like, my thing with the original Doom is that it's definitely not the best Doom game. But it just, every time I go back and replay the original Doom, it's just the most, like, enjoyable little replay ever. There's something about it. I can't stop going back and replaying OG Doom. Just specifically the first one. Especially because once you know the levels and stuff, you can play it front to back in like 3 hours. So it is just like a really enjoyable, quick little blast through it, and then you're done. It's so nice. I just did it like last month again. O2 is the best Halo. Well, it's a weird one because I say that, but then also like Halo 2, outside of Halo 5, like legitimately speaking, it probably is the most flawed game in the series. But it's always the most fun to go back to for me. I don't know why. What are we talking about? My top 10 games list that I have written down, because I can never choose just like one favorite. I can't choose like a top 3. I couldn't even choose like a top 5. So I have a top 10 that even that was hard for me to narrow down. I remember I had to cut a couple of them, and it was hard to decide which ones were not on the list still. But I have a list of 10 games that I'm like, there's no order to these. These are just my 10 favorite games. They could all be number 1. They could all be number 4. Who the fuck knows? They're all something in the top 10. That's all that matters. Doom 1 is the best classic Doom. For me, it's just the best all around. At least for replaying it. Like 2016 and Eternal are fantastic, just in their own very different way. And Eternal's better. Get fucked, 2016 stans. You know it's true. Gameplay is king. Favorite game soundtrack? That's probably Ocarina of Time. Or Silent Hill 2. Favorite movie? Movies are easier for me because I don't feel as strongly about them, but I still don't really know for favorite movie. It's similar where I'm like, yeah, I've got a bunch that could be my favorite. Like Pulp Fiction, because I'm a white man. So, of course. Trying to think. No Country for Old Men. The Matrix. Empire Strikes Back. How do I do this? Hold on.
Freeze.
Holy cameras, dude. I don't like this. Okay. It was scaring me because I was like, I feel like I'm just far off the wall enough that it can see me right now. It was freaking me out. I can't see the camera above me. Oh, there it is. Okay. Whew. God, the sound. Sounds worse than Kingdom Hearts combat. Oh, fuck! They'll never find me. They'll never find me. Sorry, hold on. The games list again, just because I have it written down and I'm looking at it now. It's Halo 2, Portal 2, Ocarina of Time, Dark Souls 1, Doom 1, System Shock 2, Mass Effect 2, Red Dead Redemption 2, Resident Evil 2 Remake, and Silent Hill 2. Bro, you know it's true. Sounds like shit. Favorite game console? PS1 or Xbox 360. Depends on the day. I could go either way. Which game is this? Metal Gear Solid 2. We just wait him out. I'm definitely gonna hit the cameras again on the way out. RE2 Remake did the yellow paint right. Yeah, it did have some, but it was like, what, just a handful of times in the whole campaign, right? Or in the whole scenario, sorry. We use the word scenario for Resident Evil. I'm gonna try to lure him around this corner, actually. I think that's my best bet. Come on, spot my head. Are you stupid? Hello? And also with RE2R, like, it doesn't feel as out of place as in some games. Looking at the Final Fantasy Rebirth mountainside with just yellow paint smeared all over the fucking side of it. Kind of at random, conveniently highlighting the ledges that you can climb. I feel like this is just one of those. I'm gonna have to fucking send it quickly. Ah, shit. They'll never know. Oh no, I think they know. There's no way in hell. I have played Fear. I've played all of them, but I haven't played the expansion packs for the original. I own them, but I never bothered. First one's great, second one's fine. I didn't like Fear 3 that much. I thought Fear 3 was pretty boring. Especially after the first one. And even the second one just feels a lot more fun to play than 3 does. All right, Snake, haul ass. It's time. I feel like this box is gonna get me caught really fast. Oh, Snake. There we go. I didn't mean to roll. It was a misinput. Shit.
Freeze.
Yes. You're coming with me, bitch.
Oh. What's that?
Nothing? Oh, shit. Why is this game so unintentionally funny so often? Holy fuck, that was good. Comes right up to the door. Like, look at where his feet ended up. He just goes, after seeing me drag him out in a chokehold. What the fuck? Sometimes this game just kills me. What is that? Oh, M4 ammo again. Did I miss the M4? There's no way. I feel like I've been thorough in my exploration here. Why is that camera just fixed? Why is it? All right, makes my life easier, I guess. Oh shit, the freezer. Hold on. That luck? Not luck. Definitely skill. Ooh. Oops. A real cardboard box that's not in tatters. So much better. All right. I'm going around just... Oh, wait, no, I have thermals. Never mind. Not that they changed it, but you can never be too safe with the insta-death mechanics. No way. Text incoming. Meryl lowered her gun. What are you doing here? I just wanted to see you, answered Snake. You think you're funny? Actually, I was only half joking. My uncle sent you, didn't he? Snake nodded. He explained that Campbell had gotten word of Gurlukovich's attack. You've got a lot of nerve coming here, Meryl snapped. Look who's talking, Snake shot back. What? Sneaking into another country under the guise of a military operation when all you're really after is the Metal Gear. Who's got a lot of nerve coming here? His voice took on a condemnatory tone. Is this that something important that you had to take care of? You wouldn't understand, Meryl turned away. Someone like you, who could happily spend the rest of his life taking care of sled dogs day after day, could never understand. I was only trying to live my life free of hatred. No, you just didn't want to face up to reality, that's all. Society, your past, even me. Is that why you left? No, that's not it. But the look in Meryl's eyes told Snake that it might well have been. A deep silence fell between them. 6 months of separation had created a cold, empty gap that was difficult to fill. At last, Meryl broke the silence. My father, he died here, in this country, she murmured. Matt Campbell, Meryl's father and Campbell's younger brother, had been a DIA agent. Snake had heard that he'd disappeared during a mission when Meryl was very young. I wanted to see for myself what my father saw. Meryl's eyes drifted over to the window, but the only sight was that of the storm raging outside. She suddenly turned back to Snake and held him firmly in her gaze. I can read. Snake, please just get out of here. This is my battlefield. I don't need anyone from the outside to get involved in this. It's a little too late for that. I'm already involved. Nothing can change your mind? Nothing, Snake said firmly. Meryl sighed in exasperation. Snake pretended not to notice. Now tell me what our situation is. This mission was supposed to be top secret, right? So how did Gurlukovich find out about it? That's what I'd like to know too. You think there's a leak? I doubt it, but seeing as how you know all about it, then I suppose someone might know about it. Snake thought for a minute. Meryl was right. Anyone might know. But whatever the case might be. Oh, what the fuck is that? What? What is that punctuation? Whatever the case might be, they had to stop Gurlukovich from getting his hands on the Metal Gear. Where's the Metal Gear? In the cargo hold. All right, I'll go check it out. You, Meryl cut him off. I'm not about to take orders from you. We'll split up and go on our own separate ways. If you're planning on heading for the cargo hold, then you'll need me to do something about the boxes that are blocking the first deck stairway. Before Snake could stop her, Meryl had left the bridge. Meryl's father, you should check that. Yeah, so I think these were added with... I don't know. Someone in chat might know. The Snake Tails were either added with Substance or the Blue Point remasters. And I don't know which, but they weren't in the original game. So I think that whoever wrote these does not have the most extensive Metal Gear lore knowledge, and they're just writing fun side stories, cause shit like Meryl's father. We know who Meryl's father is, chat. It's not whoever the fuck they just named. They just threw a name out that they just made it up. It's an asshole name. Oxford comma, weird usage. Yeah, I don't know why it was there. That's the simplest way to say it. It wasn't, you only needed one comma in that sentence. But for some reason they tossed in the Oxford comma.
There's somebody there.
No, definitely not. Bro, I have to have missed the M4 somewhere, right? Like there's just M4 ammo all over the place. Huh?
There's somebody.
Shit. They might be translated. They're definitely, well, they're probably translated. Chat, who can go on Google the fastest and figure out if Snake Tails were added in Substance or with the Blue Point like HD remasters for PS3?
Who's there?
Who can obtain the knowledge? Uh-oh. Can't get to the outside deck from there, man. So we're just gonna have to speed run this way, I think. Yeah, that works. In Substance, okay. So they are translated then. That must be why you just get weird, unnecessary commas once in a while.
Who's there?
She'd think her uncle was her father, right? I mean, yeah. But at this point, she knows. At least according to what she says in MGS4. If we take her at her word. Oh, shit. Which God knows the Metal Gear community does not do anymore. Oh no. Oh wait, that works. Okay, sure. Engine room. Oh my god. Check out the slip. Did it work? No, dude. No.
Move. Clear.
Uh-oh.
Clear.
Oh my god. Hello? I don't think they replaced... Well, I didn't actually kill the guy. I don't know where he went. But I didn't kill him or knock him out. Which is why that absurd plot was added to MGS1 in the first place. That's true. I'm just gonna chill here with this guy before I go forward. If I can wait for the extra guards to leave, I would way rather do that. All right. Whoa. I don't know what you're hiding from there, Snake, but I don't know if it's gonna work. Check this out. What do you count as 100% complete? 100% achievements for all the Master Collection games. Oh, PSG1 down there. But then also, I'm going a little bit further than that and doing... We've already done all the VR missions, which is weirdly not necessary for achievements. And like here, we only had to do one of the snake tails to get the achievement that's tied to them, but I'm gonna do all 5 of them because just doing 1 of 5 seems silly. And I like... How do I wake him up without coolant spray? I guess I just wait, because he's gonna get up and cause problems. I'm not about it. I guess I could have... Oh no, it's not even suppressed. Yeah, okay. Oh, punching them in the head works? M9? Where? Where? Where's the M9? I haven't seen it. Are you liking the game so far? I have played them before. It's not... I did the... Well, I did a series mostly over 2024 of playing all the games for the first time. Ooh. Don't worry, guys. Just a box. A series of videos, I mean. Not streams. Yeah, that's right. What if instead of beardathon, you did a stash-a-thon? Dude, that would be so gross. No. that would be so nasty. I don't think so. Oh, shit. It's a good thing he didn't hear it. PC mod for MGS1 Snake? No, he's just in the game. Outside of the main story. Although I wonder if he's one of the costumes you can unlock. Like for just the main story stuff. But he's just in like the VR missions, and this is Snake Tales right now. I don't know why I did the punch. It's just force of habit at this point. Does the punch grab still work that well in MGS3 chat? Where are my MGS3 fans? Does that little tech still work over there? Just that I know ahead of time if I can still abuse that. It'll make MGS3 a lot easier on me if I can. The punch grab tech goes crazy. Honestly, I wonder if it works in MGS1 and I just never... Well, they don't duck your grab in MGS1, do they? Never mind. Okay, we're just doing this again then. Whoa. How the fuck do I get that one? Do European Extreme? I don't know if we need to or not. I think I could just... Oh no, I can't. Wait a minute though. Oh, hold on. Oh, I don't like that one. Oh, thank God. I don't know if we need to do EU Extreme for MGS3 or not. I don't think we need to for 2. Although for 2, I might as well have done it already. Because, there are, what, 7 characters for the VR missions in this game? And the last one that you unlock at the end is MGS1 Snake. And for his VR missions, the enemy awareness is actually higher than it is on European Extreme. And it was fucking miserable to get his VR missions done because of it. The enemies in the MGS1 Snake missions can hear you from like a mile away. And on top of that, they literally have infinite range on their vision cones. So it doesn't matter if you're like across an entire VR missions map from them. Which they can get pretty big in MGS2 if you've never done them. It's just, if you are within line of sight, no matter the distance, they will spot you. And it is the absolute worst. Because MGS1 Snake's VR missions ultimately came down to just, like, learning where I can and can't go at any given time in the mission. Like, depending on what enemies are still alive, that sort of thing. It was just... It was the worst. Honestly, it was so not fun. But we got through them all, slowly but surely. There were like 70 or so for MGS1 Snake. And they were largely just trial and error. It was rough. Where the fuck are we? Like, am I crazy, or does this hallway not normally... Is this a hallway that you normally go down in the story? Don't you get ambushed in the first one? Maybe I'm misremembering, because it's been a while since we actually did the story. Is this text? Yeah, fuck. Oh, it's not much. In the pitch darkness of the corridor, something moved in front of Snake's line of vision. Reacting quickly, Snake dove into the shadow of a nearby crate. There was a flash of light. Snake heard the sound of a gunshot. A bullet whizzed past his head, igniting sparks as it ricocheted off the wall behind him. It was a trap. No time to think about the particulars, though. There were at least 5 enemy soldiers up against him. He could hear the sound of guns being readied. Snake drew his USP. I was wrong. This is where you get ambushed in the campaign, too. It has to be. I could probably get 2 snake tails down today, to be honest. Just because this has been very light on the reading. I feel like my voice will actually be able to handle 2 of them. Ow, fucker. I guess it did say at least 5, not literally 5. What the fuck? Wait, huh? I pressed square and it lowered the gun. I have your friend. Oh God. my god, another grenade. Holy shit. You stay back. If it works, it works. Snake peered down the corridor. No hail of bullets came to greet him this time. The coast was clear. He pressed forward, past the bodies of the fallen enemy soldiers, and entered the cargo hold. The cargo hold was dominated by a massive shape covered by a tarp. There was no mistaking it. It was a metal gear, the ultimate weapon of the 21st century. Sensing the place to be deserted, Snake approached the metal gear. Its immense shadow loomed over him. He peeked under the tarp, but what he found was nothing more than a decrepit shell. The armor plating was speckled with rust. The body was covered with a thick layer of dust. The old, badly outdated actuator was a crisscross roadmap of tiny cracks. It looked as if it hadn't been used in over 10 years. "Do not look so disgusted," a voice suddenly sounded behind Snake's back. "What you see before you is a magnificent legacy of hatred left to me by my distinguished predecessor. You really should treat it with more respect." Snake turned around in time to see Sergei Gurlukovich emerge from the shadow of a pillar. "Drop your weapon," said Gurlukovich. "Make me," Snake retorted. Yep, these are still great. Gurlukovich dragged another figure out from behind the pillar. It was Meryl. He drew her closer and jabbed his gun against her throat. Snake watched as the barrel slowly traced the contours of her slender, white neck and brushed gently against the corner of her mouth. What is this writing? He threw down his gun. "A wise choice," said Gurlukovich. "All right, Gurlukovich, let her go." Meryl shook off Gurlukovich's grasp. Gurlukovich pointed his gun at Snake. He regarded Meryl with a leer. Suddenly, Snake realized what was going on. Meryl was working with Gurlukovich, meaning... So you were the leak. Meryl was silent, confirming Snake's fears. But why? What if I told you that it was my father's dying wish? Meryl looked pleadingly at Snake. I'll ask you one more time. Please leave this place. I can't do that. Gurlukovich cocked the hammer of his gun. Then I'll just have to get rid of you. He pulled the trigger. No, Meryl Fuck, hold on, slow down. No! Meryl grabbed Gurlukovich's hand from the side. The bullet went astray, striking the ground between Snake's feet. We had a deal. You promised you wouldn't kill him. As the two continued to argue, Snake retrieved his USP and made his escape. As he ran, he heard the sound of Gurlukovich shouting angrily at his men. Kill him! Snake heard Meryl trying to stop him, but he didn't turn back. His only thought was to escape as quickly as possible. What is this fanfic? These are the Snake Tales. They're like MGS2 bedtime stories. They're great. Oh my god! Ah! What the fuck? You bitches! Oh my god. Stop bleeding. Stop bleeding. Stop bleeding. Oh! Oh! Take that, bitches. That's what I thought. Said forget that hoe. Look, Snake may be a playa, but he's not a simp. Just use the auto aim button. Go. Thank God for the auto aim button in moments like this. Found the M4. Turns out I didn't miss it. Gotta rest up real quick, hold on. These rations are important. Can't waste them, motherfucker. There we go. What's that? USP bullets. I wonder if I could snipe them down this hallway instead of just running at them and inevitably like getting shot and bleeding a bit, just rinsing and repeating. I could probably just use the sniper. Oh shit, what the fuck? Why are they coming from behind me now? Oh. You having to run at the camera is making me think of Crash Bandicoot. Is that weird? No, I always think of that whenever I have to run at the camera like this. Because when I was a kid, I played so much Crash Bandicoot, like the original. Because that game was fucking hard. Like, if you grew up with Crash, you know. That first game did not fuck around. Or if you played the remaster, because it was equally as difficult in the remaster. Like, I remember I kind of forgot before the Insane Trilogy came out that it was hard. And then I picked up the Insane Trilogy just thinking like, oh, you know, I'll relive childhood for a few hours at least. Just casually. And then I tried to platinum Crash 1, and I did on PlayStation, because this was like when it came out. I don't even have the game on Steam yet, but I want it on Steam someday. Sorry, regardless. The platinum for Crash 1 was so hard that I did that, and then I didn't even play 2 or Warped on the remaster. I stopped. I still have not played 2 or Warped on the remaster. I spent so long platinuming the first game, and I was so drained after it that I just did not play the other 2. Someday. Anyway. Snake closed the watertight door behind him and turned the handle to lock it. That should buy me some time, he thought. In the meantime, there was something he had to check on. He called Campbell on the codec and described what had happened. Meryl and Gurlukovich. Campbell's voice quivered. Meryl said something about her father's dying wish. What the hell was your brother doing in this country anyway? Campbell explained. During the Cold War, while the country was under the control of a pro-American dictator, the American military had been conducting a top-secret project in Eldera. Matt Campbell had been a member of that project. When the Cold War ended, the project was terminated as well, and the Americans had prepared to withdraw from the country. Matt, however, went AWOL. Shortly afterward, the pro-American regime, having lost its backing, was faced with armed uprisings among the country's minority groups. Eldera was plunged into civil war. Matt's corpse was discovered later. Spetsnaz had been behind the uprising, and the name of their commander was Sergei Gurlukovich. Some say that Matt was actually collaborating with Gurlukovich, but I don't believe it for a minute. Campbell's words made it sound as if he believed that Gurlukovich himself had killed Matt. Is that why you've been so obsessed with Gurlukovich for all this time? Asked Snake. Yes, admitted Campbell. He hated Gurlukovich. Hatred spawned hatred in kind. Were you involved in the project too? No, there's a rule against that. We're forbidden to take part in an operation involving family members. They say it compromises your judgment. Is that all? I guess Matt wanted to put some distance between us at the time. Campbell's voice was tinged with regret, but he ventured no explanation as to the reason behind his brother's actions. The antique Metal Gear you saw is the end result of that project. That's all I know. The whole thing is highly confidential. Even now, the records are all sealed. I believe it, thought Snake to himself. After all, it was only natural for people to try and forget horrible things that happened in the past. Governments were no exception. But some people held on to these kinds of memories. Some people never forget their hate, like Gurlukovich and Campbell. Snake, we can't let Gurlukovich and his men escape with that Metal Gear, said Campbell. It could still be armed with live nuclear warheads. They're probably planning to test the Metal Gear's capabilities somewhere out at sea. You've got to change the course of that ship. Head for the bridge. Snake had no objections. I gotta go back to the fucking bridge now. God damn it. Of course I gotta go back to the bridge. Alright, I just... Nope. Get out. Never played the remaster, but I loved OG Crash on PS1 when I was a kid. Man, the remaster is a great way to go back and play it again. Like, if you don't have a working PS1 still or anything, whatever it might be. But I had seriously forgotten. Like, when did the remasters come out? Like, 2018? By then, I had so completely forgotten how difficult Crash actually was. And it kicked my ass. That hit him, actually. I thought I had missed. The remaster's old now? Don't say that. God, having the M9 with, like, a solid pool of ammo and everything. Just wonderful after not having it for so much of this run. I can't even get that peak that I want here. Man, what the fuck is this angle? Beautiful. Crash is hard at some spots, dude. It really is just... I forgot that game was so brutal. I don't remember 2 or 3 being anywhere near as hard as the first game, though. But maybe that's just because when I was a kid, by the time I did finally beat the first game, like, what's it? I had already learned how to play Crash, pretty much. I remember Crash 2 being my favorite, which makes it so much funnier that I just never even got to it playing the remasters because I was so drained from the first one. You think an Xbox controller is good enough to play the Master Collection? I am playing it on a Series X controller right now. So yes. The Series X controller is pretty nice outside of its horrific D-pad that I will not stop bitching about. Seriously, I hate just this style of D-pad. If you know, hold on, if not, I can show it in a second. I hate D-pads like this one so much. Actually, I'm gonna go this way. This is easier. Surprise, bitch. Is that M4 ammo? The Xbox D-pads are all awful? No, you don't understand. If you don't have a Series X controller, allow me to show you, right? Check this out. It's one of these. It's one of these. Look at that. I hate these so much. The actual camera, it's inverted. The actual, like, you know, with the full circle. Hate them. Hate this kind of D-pad so much. 100% too clicky. Yeah, and it's super clicky too. I play Tekken with it. I hate my life. I've been playing Tekken with it lately. And yeah, it's... I mean, it works. Like, I can still play Mishima just fine on this D-pad. It's just... it doesn't feel good. Distract the camera. Circle pad? Yeah. Well, okay, if it's like a smooth circle pad, like if it's... I don't know how to describe it better than smooth circle pad. Like if you roll across it like in a circle. Oh wow, I didn't know the D-pad moved you on MGS2. And it's just like one smooth fluid motion, then that's not the worst. But this one clicks in all 8 directions. Like it's like click, 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 click. It's awful. It feels like shit. And I'm particular about my D-pads because I still play so many like PS1 games and fighting games I play on pad. So I'm picky about my D-pads. This is maybe my least favorite D-pad that I've used in years. Rigid, yes, it's incredibly rigid. This might genuinely be the worst D-pad I've used in years. And I'm just coming off of an Xbox One styled controller. And that D-pad also sucks, but this one is even worse. Xbox really has never had a single good D-pad. Now that I'm thinking about it, because the 360's D-pad is horrific. Yeah. I've never really stopped to think about how Xbox has never had a good D-pad, but they've never had a good D-pad. Anyway. Snake made his way to the ship's bridge. Outside the window, beyond the storm, he could see the figure of Meryl. He opened the watertight door and stepped into the navigation room. Meryl turned around. "You're late. Were you waiting for me? There's no one to interrupt us here. I need to tell you something." "You mean like the reason why you're helping the man who killed your father? Is that why my uncle, or what my uncle told you?" Snake nodded. Meryl shook her head. "He was lying." Meryl explained. Matt Campbell's part in the top secret project, Metal Gear Develop. I added the word project. I was like, what the fuck? Matt Campbell's part in the top secret Metal Gear development project in Eldera had been to ensure the country's stability. Part of his job was feeding falsified information to the minority separatist guerrillas. I need to slow down. And he was good at it. First, he'd pick up a suitable candidate. Next, he'd find his target's weak point and use it to blackmail him. Then, he'd dangle a carrot in front of the victim's eyes and convince him to cooperate. Matt would then send his now willing accomplice into the ranks of the separatists. Once there, the spy provided the Americans with useful information, selling out his comrades in the process. But in carrying out his mission, Matt made one fatal error. In his dealings with the separatists, he came to sympathize with their cause. He became enchanted with the idea of independence. He grew to resent the US for the way it exploited smaller, weaker nations for its own gain. In the end, Matt decided to help the guerrillas create their own nation. He wanted to give them the trump card they needed to secure their independence. And what better gift than a bipedal, nuclear-capable walking tank that was conveniently being developed in Eldera, albeit secretly and quite illegally, by the American military. Sergei Gurlukovich, who was also supporting the guerrillas, agreed to cooperate. Matt's plan was executed. The guerrillas succeeded in stealing the Metal Gear from the American base, but then their plan was discovered. Matt was executed by the Americans. Meryl's father had been punished for the crime of believing in his own ideals. The price of having a conscience was high in those troubled times. In the Give me a second. In the tumult of the Civil War that followed, the Metal Gear had disappeared without a trace. However, 6 months ago, its existence was reconfirmed, and the Marines had been sent to recover their long-lost dirty secret. After hearing the true story from Gurlukovich, Meryl agreed to follow his instructions and infiltrate the Marines. Her intent was to transfer the Metal Gear over to the guerrillas through Gurlukovich, who was still providing support to the rebels. In this way, she could carry on her father's memory and the ideals for which he died. "Is that what Gurlukovich told you?" asked Snake. Meryl nodded. Snake shook his head. "Didn't it ever occur to you that he might be lying?" Meryl looked at Snake with sorrow in her eyes. "You're not going to let me get away, are you? So what are you going to do?" Meryl drew her gun and pointed it at Snake. "You're not going to shoot me," said Snake. She released the safety with her thumb. "Watch me." What the fuck is this? This is so goofy. I love that the Snake Tales feel like fan fiction. These are ridiculous. Did they just reskin the Olga fight? Okay. Sure. I'm sorry, how fast did she just fire that Desert Eagle? How are you controlling that recoil? What the fuck? Holy fuck! She's holding that thing straight.
Take this.
It's Olga's voice. Coochie shot. Oh.
Nanomachine, son.
That's how she's controlling the recoil. It's the nano machines. Oh, you bitch. I could trade these all day. Okay, maybe not. Cutscene time. She's not a rookie anymore. God damn. What? That's fucked. No. They harden in response to recoil. Dude. She can see me here. I can't quite see the thing. Ha! Oh my god, she's right there. Ow. Must have applied some of that gymnastics chalk before the fight to keep the gun from flying out of her hands. It is actually insane to see Meryl, like, spam firing a deagle without that thing just going straight into the sky. Ow. It hurts like a deagle. That does way more damage than Olga's pistol normally does. Oh, you son of a bitch. That's right. Matt Campbell was a bitch. I said it. Okay, neither. Thankfully, she's a bad throw. She's a bad throw. Yeah, I meant it. Holy fuck! Cartwheels? You getting sleepy? Oh, fuck. Oh my god. Snake watched as Meryl crumpled to the ground. He rushed to her side and cradled her in his arms. Fortunately, she'd only been temporarily knocked out. He clasped her tightly to his chest. "Do not trouble yourself over it," said a voice behind Snake's back. It was Gurlukovich. He held a pistol in his hand. "Why were you using Meryl?" Snake demanded, fighting to control his anger. Using her? I merely told her what she wanted to know. I don't think so. A slight smile crossed Gurlukovich's face. It was the smile of a master strategist. A smile that told of lies, manipulation, and betrayal. Perhaps I did embellish the truth a little bit. After all, people will believe what they want to believe. Is this your idea of revenge on the Colonel? Of course. He deserves to suffer. I will make him squirm in agony until his pain is as great as the suffering of all the men that I have had to bury, and all of the widows and orphans they left behind. Gurlukovich hated Campbell. Campbell hated Gurlukovich. Hatred spawned hatred in kind. That is why I chose her. Is she not the most important person in Campbell's life? This I heard from Matt as he lay dying. So it was you that killed Matt. Gurlukovich's eyes darkened for an instant. I see my reputation precedes me. I simply gave him that which he desired. He was only waiting for someone to kill him. That is the kind of man he was. For a moment, it almost looked as if Gurlukovich were truly grieving the loss of an old friend. Perhaps his grief was real, but the look soon passed. I will not hand the Metal Gear over to the Alderan guerrillas. My men and I have other plans for it. The machine itself may be a wreck, but all we really need to do is recover the nuclear warheads and the launching system. A nuclear-equipped ballistic missile is still a precious commodity, even in this day and age. Snake gritted his teeth. Gurlukovich laughed. Do not be so angry with me. This is Matt Campbell's dying wish. This was his intention from the beginning. What do you mean? If you do not believe me, then ask him yourself. Gurlukovich aimed his gun at Snake. In hell! The sound of a gunshot ripped through the air. Gurlukovich fell to the ground. The shot had come from Meryl. Meryl staggered painfully to her feet and turned her back to Snake. The rain beat down upon her ragged frame. Meryl, please just don't say anything. Her shoulders were trembling. Snake wondered if she was crying. The tanker and the metal gear it was carrying were recovered by US forces. Meryl, meanwhile, found herself the subject of a military inquiry. Several days later, Snake ran into Campbell while visiting Meryl at the detention center. According to Campbell, the military had conducted a full investigation on the recovered metal gear. It was judged to be a complete failure, little more than scrap metal. The nuclear warheads, too, were nothing but cheap imitations. Whether or not Matt had been aware of this was unclear. There were no records left. And Campbell added it was his fault that Matt had betrayed his country. What? Snake exclaimed. Matt hated me. And not just me either. He hated his wife too. And Meryl. What are you trying to say? Meryl is my daughter. Here it goes. Snake was thunderstruck. He stared at Campbell in utter disbelief. So, you and your brother's wife. Campbell nodded. I knew what I did was unforgivable, but I thought He hung his head. Did Matt know about it? He sensed that something was up. That's why he went to Eldera alone, to get away from us. And that's where Gurlukovich found him. The first rule of intelligence gathering was to find your opponent's weak point, dig up the ghosts of his past, rub salt into his old wounds, then pretend to sympathize, gain his trust, steal his heart. Then he would be yours to control. In Matt, Gurlukovich had found the perfect target. Does Meryl know about this? No, but I was about to tell her. With that, Campbell turned and started walking towards the visiting room. As Snake watched him recede into the distance, he thought to himself, it would take time for Meryl to accept the truth about what had happened. He wasn't even sure whether or not she'd ever acknowledge Campbell as her father, but it would be enough for Snake if, one day, the two could smile at each other once again. There wasn't any room in the world left for more hatred. What the fuck? Confidential legacy. Ladies and gentlemen, I bet the dev team were allowed to submit their own ideas, and the silliest stories are probably the ones that got made. This soap opera-ass story. It really does read like a fan fiction. It's kind of wild how much it just feels like fanfic. It's something, man. Do you think if MGS were more realistic, then firing a Desert Eagle would make you fly like in GTA? Whose high school fanfic do you think this is? I don't know, man. These are wild. Oh, which character would write this? Shit. This one? I have no idea who would write this one. Otacon? Maybe Otacon. I feel like the one before this was definitely, if we were saying like who in universe wrote this, the one before this would have been Emma for sure. Snaketails walked so that Secret Theater could run. True. I wish that if these were animated and voice acted, they would actually be so fucking fun. Like, genuinely. They would be so much fun if they were voice acted and animated, but obviously since they were just like a substance add-on, that just wasn't really in the budget. But man, if they were, they would be incredible. They would be so goddamn good as just like little mini alternate scenarios. I don't know if I have it in me to read a whole other one. Is there a mod to get back the Secret Theater? Wait. Does Master Collection not have Secret Theater, chat? Hold on. This will be the first that I've heard of it. Are you hold on. Oh man. It's true. The Secret Theater is not in the Master Collection. What the fuck? Why? I had to go and Google it right on my phone. That's wild. I mean, I get the gall to call it the Master Collection. It really, just every once in a while, there's something that I'm like, why? Why? Originally, it was a promotional thing. Yeah, I know that there was the MGS4, like, teaser or whatever in there. That's so unfortunate. Well, let me go to my, like, notepad and see. I have time for another Snake Tale, but I just don't know if I can handle that much more reading. Like, one of those pretty much is all the reading I can handle within, like, the span of 3 hours. Reading out loud, that is. If I was reading them in my head, it would be fine. But reading them out loud is wild. Okay, so we could do another Snake Tale. Or I could go and load up the tanker section, like the basic single player tanker section on like extreme or whatever. What is the highest difficulty? That's not, I didn't mean to go all the way back to here. That's not European extreme, I mean. Because I don't think we have to do EU extreme, do we? Is it extreme? Is that the next highest? I don't remember. Unskippable intro movies! Master Collection, my ass! If I go to start a new game of just the tanker. Okay, yeah, extreme. Yeah, European extreme is. We don't need that. Right? For all the dog tags, I don't think we need to do European extreme. Is it really 100% if you don't do European extreme? Yes, because this was a gimmick difficulty that they added to the European release, because the European release took forever to actually come out. So they threw them a bone and added this. So yes, it is, in my mind. I already did the MGS1 Snake VR missions. Let me do a quick Google just to confirm. How to get all the dog tags on MGS2. How do I do it? Okay, yeah, you don't have to go any higher than extreme difficulty. At least according to the IGN guide. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, chat. Because I've heard conflicting things. So I'm not entirely sure. But at first, I thought that to get all of the dog tags, What's it? That you had to play every single difficulty separately. And I was like, that sounds like a bitch. But apparently, you don't have to do that if you just play on extreme and like basically farm them, to my understanding. Someone in chat said that at least. And then someone else in chat was like, yeah, you only have to do extreme. So does anyone know if that is true or false? Or honestly, we could just go for it. Oh no. I actually just, while looking for info, here, I'll pull this over and show it. While looking for info on the dog tags, I just randomly came across this. Look at this, chat. I'll zoom it in for you because I know my monitor's huge. It's a tracker, a dog tag tracker. Up top, you got all the like, this'll track your total completion on the tanker alone, completion on the plant alone. And then they have like all of them by difficulty with the name, the number, where you get it, and a little checkbox. So that once you've got it, you just click it and like... I don't think the completion's updating, but that's fine. You get it, it's cool. I just found this, I made a copy of it, I'm using it. Point being, I found it, seems great, I'm gonna use it. I just found an article that tells us why Secret Theater isn't there. Oh, it was originally pre-rendered and wouldn't look good on modern day displays, so they removed it. I think you have to check the box on the left side. Cheems is right, or Shems. Still adjusting to the name change. It is, I was checking the wrong box. They do update properly. I read the spreadsheet wrong. You know what? Let me get started on this then. Cause then I can test the dog tags and see if we actually are gonna have to play all of them separately. Oh wait, hold on. First off, before I do that, go back to my notes. I do not have the achievement yet for beating 30 enemies unconscious. I had it in my notes. I was like, yeah, let's do that like while I'm doing the tanker dog tags. That would be a good time to get that done. When I mapped this all out on stream and I was like, okay. Oh, this is, do I want it to be European extreme or not? No game over if discovered, please. What the fuck is this? What do you mean 2001 or 2002 dog tags? Did I see an achievement called Snake Beater? No. Was that actually, did I just... Yeah, that's for Otacon catching you. You know. Beating your solid snake in the locker. You did absolutely catch that. I somehow missed that it was called that when I got it, like right at the start of doing MGS2. Hold on, 2001 or 2002 tags. That's why I was tabbed out again, aside from just the achievement. Even professionals need some sort of muscle relaxation in the field. Oh, I can't see chat right now. You can do that? Oh, yes, you can do that. Of course you can do that. Back, back, back. Where do I see... Dog... Nope, not the photo album. Dog tag viewer. What are the question marks? I got all of these, right? And then the ones that are just lines are the ones I didn't get. Yeah. So what the fuck are all the question marks about? Oh, the date of birth and everything. Oh, yeah, okay. 2002 is substance version? Yeah, but does changing that actually affect the 100%ing? Is there one that I need to use or that I should use or what? Like, I don't know if it affects it or not. The achievements only count with the 2002 tags. Okay. Good to know. Hold on. Spreadsheeting just in case for later. I've got all of like 1 through 5 for a normal tanker. You're gonna see me tabbing in and out a lot doing this shit. Oh, and 0. I have the Olga tag. That's fine. And then after that, don't have 6, but I do have like 7 through 13. Do have the Olga tag. Not 6, but 7 through 13? Yes. And then not 14, but 15 through 23. I gotta fill out the checklist. Hold on. There's a lot of dog tags. And then none until 31 and 32. Hey, that brings us to 6% total. I was getting ahead of things, clearly. I'm gonna fill out my plant ones too. Hold on. While I'm here. My plant ones on normal. 1 through 7 I have. What the fuck is 0? You can knock out Snake? We'll come back to that. I have 1 through 7. And then 9 through 11. 13 through 16. What a bitch. 18, 19. 21 through 46. I was on a hot streak there. Wow. I was collecting all the tags there. Through 46. Holy. Okay. And then I have Peter Stillman. I have 17% of the total dog tags already. Why do you have so few games on Steam? I have my Steam set to only show the games that I have installed on the sidebar. I have like 400 games on Steam or something like that. Hold on. I'm gonna, for stream's sake, so that I don't have to tab in and out constantly. Oh man, this kind of... Man, there's really not a good way to do this on mobile, but fuck it. Dog tag spreadsheet is up on my phone. All right. Let's boot up Extreme Tanker and just fucking go for it. I actually, on that first normal playthrough, just playing like I was, I only got 15% of the total tanker tags, but I got almost 18% of the plant tags, so I weirdly made more progress there than on the tanker.
The Hudson River, 2 years ago. We had classified intelligence.
What do you
that a new
mean,
type
of
metal
course?
gear
I mean, this is a
scheduled for
Kojima
transport.
game.
The whole thing stank.
This is a
but our
Kojima
noses had
game.
been out in the cold too
Euro
long.
Extreme? No. I value my sanity. We already have to collect 407 dog tags. I'm not doing it on Euro Extreme. I'm not. Because there's zero reason to do it outside of just for fun, I guess. So, absolutely not, no. We'll have to get every dog tag again? Well, we're on a different difficulty here. I don't think it should be much of an issue, right? Is it true? Hold on. Does anyone actually know about the, like... Do I have to play all 5 difficulties? Or was that one dude in chat right? When he said that if you just play on extreme, then you can get the extreme dog tags, but then also just go back over and over to get the other ones too. You just have to be on extreme. That's what one guy said, and someone else said that he was right, so I trusted it. But now that we're actually doing it, does anyone know if that is or isn't right? I guess we'll find out. You're all about the fun, so you have to? No, I draw a line. See, we already did all 511 VR missions for the hell of it. I'm working on doing all 5 Snake Tails for the hell of it. I didn't have to do either of those, but we're doing them. I'm not doing Euro Extreme while collecting 400 dog tags. Not sure about being able to do it on just Extreme. I should go back and load the file. Hold on.
This is
We're gonna have to... There. I should have let the rest of the entrance play out. I've made this worse now. Oh my god. Holy shit, this intro. Am I dumb? How the fuck do I get back to the... Reset game. Okay, that was difficult. Unskippable intro movies. Thank you, Konami. I'm sure I could have installed a mod. Oh my god, I also just saw the bracket voting. I'm not shocked, but 91% of the vote going to MGS2. Holy shit. Right, there we go. Replay it on a higher difficulty each time. Someone said that you can just, like, farm them all on extreme. So we'll see. If not, I haven't gotten any of the extreme dog tags, so it's not like it's a waste of time to attempt it first, like right off the
we had
bat.
classified intelligence that a new type of metal gear was scheduled for transport. The whole thing stank, but our noses
whole
had been
thing
out in the
stank.
cold too long.
I wish I could fast forward the cutscene instead of skipping the whole thing. I can't skip his entrance. I can't. The poll wasn't fair to begin with. Hey, you bitches voted in a way that led to this matchup. This isn't on me. I only put together the round 1 matchups The fact that these two ended up against each other, that's you guys. I can't be blamed for this. Right. I didn't vote for shit, then you're equally at fault. You let this happen. Still on you. Before you say I wasn't here, also your fault. Where were you? Where were you? PCSX2, look what they have to do to mimic a fraction of our power. It is, the Master Collection really makes PCSX2 look pretty great a lot of the time. Especially in the case of MGS3, but we'll get there when we get there. Even more so in the case of MGS3. It's time. I watched this entire intro for this again. And it's worth it. I actually just recently came across an interview with Kojima from back in the day where he was talking about this opening scene and like how suspenseful it is and how it keeps the audience on the edge of your seat because you're like, is it Snake? Is it not Snake? I can't tell. Because at first it's this man in a jacket and you can't really see him. And then, you know, he throws off the jacket, but then he's camouflaged, so you still can't really tell if it is Snake. You don't know if it's Snake or not until this moment. And reading it, I'm like, I kind of get what you're saying, but also, like, we know it's Snake. Like, come on. We know. It's very obvious, regardless, that it is Snake.
Oh boy, he's right on schedule. He'll know soon enough.
Oh, we might have to do it 5 times through. Oh, fuck. No, you saying that, I think we might actually have to do it on every difficulty separately. Sorry, I'm fidgeting with chapstick, if you see it. Just because it was something on the desk.
This is Snake. Do you read me, Otacon?
Loud and clear, Snake.
Oh, man.
I'm at the sneak point.
Everything going
Sorry,
okay?
I talked over it.
The stealth camo's busted. Landing impact.
We must have overused it. Sorry, but you're gonna have to deal with it.
Yeah,
You're not
so-
in the military anymore.
Right.
What you were
I didn't
saying.
plan on relying on this gadget anyway.
The private sector's not so bad, is it? Privacy.
When we
guarantee.
played the main
I'm
campaign
happy as long as
run,
no one gives me any more unwanted
after I
gifts.
got dog tags from them, I could see like if they had the
Can't say I miss
shiny
the chattering nanny.
necklace on,
Mailing's not
right?
so
To see if
bad.
they had
That
a
reminds
dog
me, I
tag
have to
still
get
or
in touch with
not.
her again about
I think
that
we do have to do it
flashware.
Diverting
5
foes
times
from the
through
SCCN again?
on the tanker,
Give her a message
and then
for me.
5 times
Someone will
through
find out, sooner or later.
on the plant.
She's better off assuming it sooner and quit while she's
Ay,
sick.
ay, ay.
Too
We're gonna be
true.
playing MGS2
Okay,
forever.
Snake,
This shit's
let's get
never
to
gonna
work.
end.
You
You
know
guys
the
thought
technical
Ghost Babel
specs
was
of Metal
bad?
Gear were sold on the black market after Shadow Moses.
All Ocelot's doing.
Exactly. And now every state, group, and .com has its own version of Metal Gear.
Not exactly a classified weapon for today's nuclear powers.
This new one seems to have been designed to wipe the floor with all the other models. The only consistent description is that it's an amphibious, anti-Metal Gear vehicle.
That explains why this one is under Marine Corps jurisdiction.
And then after this, we get to play everyone's favorite game.
The mission objective is to make visual confirmation of the new Metal Gear being transported by that tanker and bring back photographic evidence. But I want you first to go up to the top level of the infrastructure, to the bridge. We need to find out where the tanker is headed.
A little reconnaissance, huh?
There's too much we don't know about this new prototype. Capabilities, deployment method. We don't even know how close it is to completion. If we
Right.
know where the testing arena is, I can start to draw some reasonable conclusions.
All right. I'll
Do
head to
love
the bridge
MGS2 though.
ASAP.
Try to avoid confrontations. Our goal is to collect evidence on Metal Gear development and expose it to the world. It would be best if you could get out of there without alerting anyone.
Don't worry. I know the drill. We're not terrorists.
Very good. Don't you forget that you're part of Philanthropy now, an anti-Metal Gear organization and officially recognized by the UN.
Yeah, I did load it.
Recognized, but still fringe, Otacon.
Still fringe.
All right, let's look at your gear.
Oh god.
Your weapon is a
We're gonna have to go
tranquilizer gun
back to
converted
normal
from a Beretta
difficulty to clean up the ones I
M92F.
didn't get.
It's a little hard to work with because you have to reload after each shot since the slide locks.
Better than scavenging at the mission site. Good suppressor, too.
The chemical stun will take effect in a few seconds and last for hours. You can take down an elephant with that thing. Check out the laser sighting, too. The effects of the anesthetic round will vary depending on what part of the body is hit. We're talking about a difference of tens of seconds between hitting limbs, chest, or head. As for the equipment... Hey, Snake? Cigarettes? What's wrong with you?
It's kind of a lucky charm.
You haven't read the Surgeon General's warning, have you? Here's the digital camera. Works almost the same way as your old one.
They don't look armed.
Hey, Earth to Snake. These are nice, upstanding Marines, not terrorists. Don't get caught. You're in stealth mode here.
Sure,
Stealth mode.
and if it comes to that, a little beauty sleep never hurt anyone. By the way, Otacon, are you sure of this intelligence?
Absolutely. Hacked it out of the Pentagon's classified files myself.
No traces?
Oh, please. I'm too good for that.
But this might be a trap. Remember, there's a price on our heads.
You're just being paranoid.
I hope so. Those men, you wouldn't think they were anything but civilians from here.
With all the ships passing on the river and in the harbor, putting uniformed Marines on the deck would be a bad idea. People can get a clear view of the water from Riverside, too.
The water line is too high. According to the navigational plans, this ship should have discharged its cargo upriver.
It's in there, no doubt about it.
The military trains you to watch for threats from the stern on a boat. That's SOP for counter-terror ops, too. Security should be tighter.
You worry too much.
Where's the target?
Satellite surveillance is a major international pastime these days. I'd say the cargo holds, safely below the deck. Do you see the entrance to the holds?
Looks like there are a few entryways into the crew quarters. The chopper. What?
Yeah, MGS2 is pretty great. No. My boy.
Looks like we're not the only ones after Metal Gear tonight.
Is that a chopper I just heard?
Affirmative. Probably another cavalry. What's their game? Hijack?
They're probably targeting the ship's controls.
Otacon, how many men do you need to take over a tanker of this size?
The ship is run by a computer, so I'd say about 18 people.
18's not that many.
AKS 74U. Russians?
You sure?
Russians.
No Marine barber touched that head of hair.
Oh yeah, pull out the obviously Russian hat just to confirm.
I'm transmitting a photo. Let's get an ID on him ASAP.
I'm on it.
Looks like the tanker's theirs now. KA-60 Kasatka.
Kasatka? Kamov chopper, right? Killer whale.
We need to get a fix on who they are.
Judging by their transport, aren't they some kind of military commandos?
Not necessarily. It could be the KA-62, the civil model.
Look, Snake, all we need is the photographic evidence of Metal Gear. As long as we have those, we can put it online and blow the whole thing wide open. So no pyrotechnics, okay?
All right, I'll do my best.
This isn't like Shadow Moses. Reach me if anything happens.
I forgot the whole Ocelot being possessed by Liquid's hand thing.
I check in and save my
I don't know what you mean. There's nothing goofy about it. Makes perfect sense to me.
140.96.
You ever get a hand transplant and then,
Call me on the codec when you want to save.
you know,
Got it.
the hand
I'll be
soul
waiting
just
just
takes
past
over your
Meryl's on
body?
the
It
bridge.
happens all the
You
time.
need to be off that ship by then.
I don't know what you mean. Goofy. Nothing goofy about it. Alright, dog tag time. This is gonna be a bit of a bitch. Because now I have put myself on extreme for it. Is that other guy above? Oh, he is. Sweet. Oh, I can... Yeah, there we go. I got it.
Freeze.
Extreme my ass.
Freeze.
What are you?
I'm gonna beat your ass unconscious. We're doing it, and we're doing it live. Sorry, I need these achievements.
What are you?
Can't really get the dog tags until I get the suppressed USP, so. That's one. Which AC is your favorite? Which AC are we talking about? Wasn't me that touched you, it was my hand. Yes, my possessed ghost hand. Yep. Happens all the time. Oh shit.
I got you.
Nope. Stop that. Well, he's not unconscious. Armored core? 6. Definitely 6. Ooh. And if we're talking Ace Combat, it's 4. And if we're talking Assassin's Creed, it's 4. I don't really care that much about other AC franchises. Oh no! Ah! Oh! Another one. Sorry. Should I reset and then just skip all the intros and do very easy first? I feel like I maybe should. I feel like I should work my way up. This is me figuring things out on the spot. There are no other AC franchises? No. We're missing some. There's Assetto Corsa. There's Astral Chain. I'm missing one still. I didn't even mention Animal Crossing. Chat did. I didn't say it out loud. I'm not an Animal Crossing fan. I didn't save this. Yes. I don't need to do it like easiest to hardest, but
The Hudson River.
we build suspense. If we start with the easy one and leave the hard one for last, it's more exciting that way.
All right, let's look at your gear.
Even if, like, if I was doing this outside of stream and it wasn't for content, then I would probably do extreme first to get the hardest parts out of the way, so that my life is easier near the end rather than near the beginning. But it's more exciting this way for stream. Aren't they remaking that one? What, Black Flag? As far as I'm aware, I think that the rumors that they were remaking Black Flag ended up being... What's that game called? Quadruple A1, chat. Skull and Bones? Is it called Skull and Bones? Oh, we are so farming the beat them unconscious achievement. Are you kidding me? They get knocked out in one combo now? Oh, very easy is the way to go. When Ocelot participates in Operation Snake Beater, is it him or Liquid? What's doing the wet, or that's doing the wet work? It's Liquid. Ocelot shoots with his right hand and he gets his right hand cut off and replaced with Liquid's. It's actually Liquid. It's Liquid doing the snake beating. Unironically. Also, the ammo? Holy shit. Trash game. I didn't play it, but it looks boring. They showed a glimpse of the gameplay to Insider Gaming. They did? Wait a minute. Hold on now. Is this real, chat? Chat, is this real? Hold on. Hold on now. You said Insider Gaming got it? Okay, it might be real. Hold on. You think they axed it though? Like just recently with all the Ubisoft cancellations? Cause they canceled the Splinter Cell remake recently as part of all the like consolidating that's happening at Ubisoft right now. But I feel like this is such a slam dunk for them that they might still be working on it. But the Splinter Cell remake was in development for a while. I got a job offer for them, or from them, for the Splinter Cell remake back in 2021. Or 22. It might have been early 22 or late 21. It was something like that. I didn't take it because I would have had to move to Montreal. And that was not happening. For a variety of reasons. Huh. Oh, Insider Gaming understands that this is part of Ubisoft's ramp-up strategy for the Assassin's Creed series, which will see around 10 Assassin's Creed titles of various lengths and experiences in the next 5 years. But then, yeah, this would have been written right before Ubisoft started scaling everything back so hard. That'll be interesting to see over time. That really is just, we're going to have to see what happens with that, like, as time goes on. They canned Splinter Cell? Yeah, I heard they canned it. Granted, I should clarify that that's kind of hearsay. Because they never, like, officially, even to my knowledge, announced that they were doing a Splinter Cell remake. But it's been, like, the worst kept secret for years. Including giving me a job offer for it and not having me sign an NDA before talking about it with them. Just one of the many ways. That's a thing, by the way. Typically, in the industry, you will have to sign an NDA before you even start talking about, like, project specifics. Because they don't want these things leaking. When I spoke with Ubisoft, they never had me sign anything. So yeah, that game has been like one of the worst kept secrets for years. And I can imagine why. From firsthand experience, I can imagine why. Sounds like a great way to make people sick of AC games. Yeah, after Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So in a time where people are already sick of Assassin's Creed games. Ironic given the game revolves around stealth. Yeah. Like, there were other, like, studios that I spoke with when job searching that I had to sign NDAs when talking about project-specific stuff. And there are some of those, like half of those, either A, are still in development, and I know about them, but I'm not legally able to say a word about them, or B, probably got canceled. No, I don't think any of them have come out. Granted, I was job searching in 21/22, so
Freeze.
we are now just getting to the time where, like, within the next year or so, projects that were starting around that time would be finishing up. So we'll see. I would have to go back and look. I saved all those. I don't know if I could talk about ever discussing going on board with them or not after they come out. What kind of job offer did you have? I worked in dev for a short time as a systems designer and a producer. Which I always have to clarify that producer is nowhere near as fancy as it sounds. Because I always say that, and I'm sure some people are like, ooh, but it's actually so boring being a producer in the games industry. And it's also something that I did on the side of being a systems designer. Because at least we were a smaller team when I did work as a producer. So it was a lot less to manage. If you had a larger team, it would keep you busy. But for a team the size that we had, it wasn't that bad. Like, it literally, I would do it for like an hour or so a day. I had producer work, and then everything else was actually hands-on with the game. A lifetime supply of Crunch cereal. No, Ubisoft knows that, like, with all their other franchises kind of losing the hype and the goodwill, aside from, like, maybe The Division. I don't even know what the fuck is going on with The Division right now, though. Sorry, hiccup. Assassin's Creed is their one brand that, like, can still carry them, because with as big as Assassin's Creed is, it absolutely can. Granted, they had to scale everything back, but can I get into the industry if the only thing I know is writing scripts? You can as a writer, but it's a little less, I guess, traditional to get into in that sense. I wouldn't know how to go about it.
Snake.
I heard
there's a
Ubisoft
surveillance
wasn't
camera
doing well.
in
No,
place.
Ubisoft's
Once you're
doing
in the field
very
of view, an
well.
alarm will go off. You can't afford to be
The
seen.
Ubisoft thing
You can also use
is
the chaff grenade to set up some electronic
much less
interference.
black and
The
white than
camera will
most
be
people who are
ineffective
reporting
for
on
you.
it
There's a blind
want to
spot
make
right
it
beneath
sound.
the camera. Use it to buy
Ubisoft
some time.
is still bringing in a fuck ton of revenue compared to, like, more than 99% of the industry. Ubisoft just had spread themselves so wide, like, in the 2010s, and then their revenue started decreasing significantly going into the 2020s because their sales numbers started decreasing. So Ubisoft isn't doing poorly in the sense of, like, Ubisoft is dying and we will, like, see them go away in the next few years because no one cares about their shit. Because that's what a lot of people are saying it is, and that's just not true. It's more that they spread themselves way too thin and then started doing fairly poorly, and now they have to cut a ton of stuff. Suppose you get promoted into and you can't just apply for it. It depends on the studio, because I always say this with game dev too. and it's an important thing. The industry is still so young, like as we understand it today. The modern home console industry only really started like 40 years ago.
Freeze.
So because it's so young, across the industry you see all sorts of studios doing it all sorts of different ways. In my experience where I did work, we brought in people for writing who were from different industries a lot of the time. Like, we had script writers from like the film industry, namely, coming over. Like, getting into the games industry specifically with script writing might be a little less of a direct process, if that makes sense. Basically what happened to Capcom in the mid-2000s. Yeah, it's exactly that. Like, they were doing really well, so they started massively expanding. And then after they did all that expansion, they started doing more poorly because they were a little bit misdirected, dropped some flops, you know, whatever it is. And now they're not bringing in the level of revenue that they need to sustain the expanded operations. So they need to cut down on all the expanded operations and go back to just their core stuff, is basically what's happening to Ubi right now. Might have a new Heroes of Might and Magic coming out this year. I feel like they might, because I heard that they were doing something like that like a long time ago. And I feel like if that was still like actively in development up until a few months ago when they started scaling everything back,
Latitude or 58.
they might just say like, yeah, this is basically already done, so let's just put it out.
So the prototype is ready for solo testing. It's basically combat worthy.
And the offers will come flying in easy. Yeah, so easy.
It must be a standalone.
Did you know that Stardew is actually one of the most sold video games of all time? It's on the list of like the top 50 best-selling games of all time.
Analysis can wait till later. Snake.
I'm not bullshitting either. Like it is. Mirage is the best AC. I never played Mirage. I skipped it. Not because I wasn't interested. Like, I actually was kind of interested in it going back to, like, the old style. But there was just so much other stuff coming out around the time that when it came down to, like, okay, I don't have that much time to, like, play everything. What am I going to skip? I ended up skipping Mirage. Terraria, too. Yeah, Terraria is also on that list.
Control room,
that's true as well. I think Terraria is like a top 20. I think Stardew is like a top 30, which is still insane. But I think Terraria is like really high on the list.
Yes, they are all planted.
Because it might not sound that crazy, but like imagine making a game by yourself for years, like just working as a solo dev. And then that game sells at almost as many copies as like a Red Dead Redemption 2. Like it's right up there with that. It's insane.
Death. I have a bad feeling about this mission. You swore this to me that you would leave the unit once the mission was complete. Do not worry, this is a country of liberty.
No, this is where I belong, with the unit. I have nowhere else to go. Father, I want to stay and fight.
There is no choice to make here.
Well, dude, everything else. That sounds like a Hollow Knight situation, right? Obviously, Hollow Knight sold a lot more than Project Wingman, but isn't that basically what Hollow Knight was? I think they had one dude who did like all the lore and the story. They had the guy who did all the music, and then they had the guy who actually made the game. At least that's my understanding of what Team Cherry was.
Freeze.
I think they have 4 people on Team Cherry now working on Silksong. I mean, maybe working on Silksong.
Slowly.
If it's real. I don't believe it's real at this point.
A woman.
Show your face.
You men, you're all the same.
Who are you?
We are nomads, wanderers.
I said don't move.
Americans, so you shoot women too.
I'm a nomad too. What else do you have there? Take the knife and toss it. Not there. Toss it overboard. Hold that position. Now, turn around.
You know what you're doing.
I know what I'm doing. I did not play the new Prince of Persia. It was like the same thing, where just early in the year there was all that stuff coming out. And I did want to play it, but I just didn't have the time to. I'm still kind of waiting for like a deep sale now, but it looks great. And I've heard it's great. Like, I've heard it's genuinely one of the best Metroidvanias in a very long time, and just no one bought it.
Scout knife with a surprise. You a Spetsnaz?
I think you deserve a little credit. No one's ever dodged that shot of mine. But no one gets lucky twice, either.
The snake gets lucky as many times as Kojima wants him to. But he never actually gets lucky, if you know what I mean.
I've been with the unit since I was born. I grew up on the battlefield. Conflict and victory were my parents. The unit was my life, my family.
Oh, fucker.
We've shared
Oh my god, we're on very easy. Look how little damage that's doing. I just got shot 3 times. Look at my health. 4.
no.
Holy shit. That's amazing. He spent a lot of time with Otacon. Okay, maybe he did get lucky once or twice. He did have a lot of off-screen time with Otacon, to be fair. They seem to be pretty close all of a sudden. Come on. Just a little further out. Oh, if she was able to hit me at that angle, I would have been pissed. I knew it. Oh my god, I put it away by accident. I can aim. It's fine. Come on, Olga. Oops. Damn travel time. There. Thank you for the gun. Now that I have the USP too, and that Olga's down, it's time to actually start doing the dog tags. Very easy dog tags. Here we go.
Cipher.
Cipher.
Otacon, the ship appears to be under their control. The men have Russian gear, but I haven't been able to find out anything else about their origin.
I know who they are.
You do?
We've ID'd the old man,
Who is he?
Oh.
Sergei Gurlukovich.
Gurlukovich, one of Ocelot's allies.
Yeah, the GRU colonel. He's the one Ocelot was supposed to meet up with after Shadow Moses.
They're after Metal Gear.
Everything's changed. This is not going to be as simple as we thought.
You could say that. I saw a surveillance remote just now. It looked like the Cipher.
A Marine Cipher T?
No, Army.
Oh, my bad. Ignore me nodding.
Then the Russians? Now the army?
You're right. This
Cipher
isn't gonna
from
be
the
simple.
Matrix? Probably.
Snake, there's something I have to tell you.
What?
We didn't dig up this info about the new Metal Gear on our own. Not like usual.
How did you find out then?
It was a tip. An anonymous tip.
Anonymous? You've never trusted those. Why would you start now?
I have a younger sister, a stepsister. We have different parents. I only knew her for 2 years.
You've never mentioned her before. So?
The sender of the tip was E.E.
E.E.?
Her name is Emma, but I always call her E.E.
Emma? Emmerich?
Yeah, it just caught my eye, you know? I figured it was a coincidence, but I couldn't get it out of my mind. There's really no one out there who knows about her.
When was the last time you saw her?
Over 10 years ago.
You think it's a trap? To lure us out here?
I don't know. After I got the tip, I did break into the Pentagon system to get confirmation.
Okay.
Watch your back, Snake. Maybe I screwed up.
I've got a light-equipped USP. I can take them on now. There's no ammo, but it takes a 9mm, just like the Marines' M9. I'll find those somewhere around here.
Don't raise too much racket with that thing.
I hear you.
I want them to finally release Delta so we can get a solid remake. I wonder if they will remake Metal Gear Solid. Bingo! First dog tag. Well, not really. First on very easy. Oh man. There. Checking the box on my phone is finicky. It's very small. And that brings us to 16% on the tanker completion. On-site procurement time. As soon as I get USP bullets, we can actually start grabbing dog tags. Like, for real. Unless we just get lucky with this guy. Wait, isn't there USP ammo? Oh no, that's not USP ammo. That's a box, isn't it? It's okay, I need to also beat 30 enemies unconscious. Check this out. Amazing timing. Just wait. Just wait. It's all part of the plan. Oh god. No. What? Instant full alert? Horse shit. I think they should remake the MSX games first. I would love for them to get a remake. I don't think they ever will, just realistically speaking. Because the thing with Delta is happening, especially the way that it is, because it is so incredibly safe for Konami to make Delta. Like, you remake MGS3, and you keep it incredibly faithful. All you do is make it look pretty and add small quality of life improvements that literally no one can complain about unless they are going out of their way to bitch about something. Because, like, I guarantee you when Delta does come around, there will be people who complain about having a quick menu for the camouflage instead of needing to pause. Like, people will just find a way to complain about literally anything that is different. It happens with every game that ever gets remade, right? But, like, it is so incredibly safe. In the case of doing the MSX games, they would actually have to remake the game, like, from scratch. Make it entirely new and, like, something of its own. And then you would be risking pissing off the hardcore fan base. So I don't think they're ever going to actually do it. There was a Metal Gear 1 fan project happening, but, correct me if I'm wrong, I think that got, like, cease and desisted, didn't it? Or at least I remember hearing that, I think. I bet you can still menu the camos too if you really want. You probably can, but people will still bitch about it. I've been around for enough remakes across so many different franchises that at this point, I just know that if anything at all is different, then, like, the diehards will complain about it. I've seen it. I've lived it too many times. It's gonna happen to Delta, inevitably. I can't punch him in the head. I can't Can't hit him. Can we just wait? I think this guy has a dog tag I need. I fucked up. I don't want to have to go somewhere else and then come back either. Which I could. It's gonna take a while. Oh, that's right, the drag and drop maneuver. Hold on, I forgot that this works. Oh, thank you. I also forget they drop items. It's been a while since we've actually done the single player. It's just now hitting me how long the VR missions and the snake tails actually took. It's been a minute since we've been in the single player. Good lord. I think it's working, you guys. Trust the process. Oh, more. So. You come here often, chat room?
Freeze.
Back up a little bit. Shaky, shaky. Thank you. Made Solid almost feel like a remake. Solid basically is a remake of Metal Gear 2. Like, genuinely. I don't think a lot of people know that. And I think even a lot of people who hear that don't understand just how true it really is.
Do you want to save, Snake?
But the original Metal Gear Solid is... a lot of it is just Metal Gear 2.
Snake,
but in
you
3D.
of course know the saying, one for all for one?
What is this all of a sudden?
Oh, I figured you'd need a lot of motivation, so I came prepared. It's from the Three Musketeers. The book, not the candy bar. Anyway,
Sure.
It means that if you go up against everyone by yourself, they'll gang up on you too, I think. Since you're on your own on that ship, you need to take this to heart and avoid confrontations.
Thank you,
How was
Otacon.
that? Just like the old days, huh?
Just like
Almost
the old
reminds me
days.
of Mei Ling. But you sure you got it right?
Of course. And I'll teach you a lot more of these. You can count on it.
Great.
I forgot to look at the name. Oh no, it means the Master Collection main menu. God damn it. I have not played Disco Elysium. It's on my list of, like, someday I will play it. I don't know when that day will be, like when I'm gonna find the time for it, but someday. I gotta check which of those dog tags that actually was for my checklist. Hold on now. Load that bitch up. I need to actually be looking when I grab a dog tag. Taking note. That was Brendan McLeod. There. Don't worry, chat, I got it. It's on the list now. I was thinking when I grabbed it, I'm like, oh, I can just go and grab all the tags, and then after the fact, I can go to the dog tag viewer and check it all off on the spreadsheet. But then I'm not actually tracking it while playing, and the whole point of tracking it while playing is so that I don't have to do this, like, multiple times, because farming all the dog tags is already going to take a fucking minute. Oh, the rations are back? Oh, I have 10 rations. If that were true, my phantom pain would be gone. Yes. And then also we would know that, what's it? That Venom Snake is not Gray Fox. Miguel. Found him. Thank you, Miguel. Pleasure doing business with you. Wait, really? There's no one. Who's coming up the stairs? What the fuck? Wait, what? What's going on here? Huh? Uh-oh. No one? Go to sleep. Don't worry about it. Who the fuck was that? Hold on. Guard appears when in the storage room. What the fuck? The guard that woke him up only comes in when you're in the storage room. Glad I looked at the sheet. I need all these dog tags. I'm gonna get them. Like it all comes full circle. Yeah, but at the risk of countering what a ton of people say, I really don't think that the Phantom Pain was meant to be the last game in the franchise. It really doesn't feel like that was the intent. But with like every Metal Gear game, that might sound like an exaggeration, but it's not. With every Metal Gear game, there's some story along the way of how it was at least allegedly supposed to be the last game. In some cases, it is like pretty definitive and we just know it to be true. Like genuinely, Metal Gear originally was just supposed to be a one-off. There was never going to be Metal Gear 2. Like MSX Metal Gear 2, it was just going to be a one-off on the MSX. There was never a sequel intended. MGS3, while it wasn't going to be the last in the franchise, it was going to be the last that Kojima directed, but he was still going to work on 4. It was just going to be under a different director, but then people freaked the fuck out. Got horrifically parasocial. And then Kojima decided to take up director again just to please the audience. I love MGS1, but I think 2 is the one with the lasting impact. What's your thoughts? 2 is my favorite overall in the series. I feel like 2 doesn't have the best gameplay out of all of them. It doesn't have the best story out of all of them. But it has like the happiest middle ground of like all the elements for me that make Metal Gear, you know? Like the gameplay is really good. The story is really good. The setting is really good. The antagonists are really good. Like I feel like nothing in this game is the best out of the entire series, but it all comes together in the most satisfying way out of any game in the series, for me. Like overall, MGS2 is the one I enjoy the most. But then it's like the Phantom Pain just has the most fun gameplay. Like I could play the Phantom Pain for another 100 hours and probably still have fun with it. Peace Walker is probably the most addictive one to just play and play and play.
Freeze.
Trying to get the fucking other guard to spawn, because seemingly something about this guy being here is preventing him from running up the stairs. Oh, yeah, it is. It's him being in the freezer. It's not even him being knocked out. It's being in the freezer.
Freeze. Are you going to shoot me?
Yes. Give me that tag. Shake it, shake it. Right, check him off. Thank you.
I'm under enemy fire.
Oh,
Secure
fuck.
the perimeter.
No, you're not. He's a liar. Don't listen to him. Okay. Where am I right now? Deck C. No Deck C tags. Can you not punch while crouched? You can't punch while crouched at all. Like, I'm pushing the button here. Just when you're crouched, you can't melee in this game. He added those hidden missions in Ground Zeroes. Huh? Ground Zeroes. It feels like Ground Zeroes, the Phantom Pain, and then some third game that was planned, but we just never got it, were like going to be a 3-parter, in my opinion, with like Venom Snake and everything that comes along with him. But then the whole Kojima thing went down, right? I'm sorry, that said Yuki, right? I am not seeing that name right now. Let me look. Am I crazy, chat? What did that name just say? What the fuck? Wasn't finished or something? It's not necessarily that the game... Well, the game... It's the game. I think that I've come to the final stance that MGS5 is finished as a game. Yuki Hogo. Oh. I found that one. Okay. We're good. Found it on the spreadsheet. I was having a real hard time. I think as a game, it was finished, but we do know of some cut content that was at least at one point in production. Like, obviously, there's the notorious, like, episode 51 for the game. That would have been the final story mission of MGS5. That they then, like, on the deluxe edition of the game, put out the cutscenes and stuff that were, like, 70% complete. So you can go on YouTube and watch episode 51 and see what it was going to be. At one point, that was going to be the final mission of the game.
Don't kill me.
But that got changed. I don't necessarily know if I would say that that's because the game wasn't finished, like as a game, to emphasize that. But definitely, I think there was more story to be told with, like, the best way to phrase it is just, like, the Venom Snake arc of the series that we didn't get because Kojima got pushed out. It definitely, like, the story is left super unfinished. Oh, fuck. I need him awake. What am I doing? God damn it. Wake him up! Wake him up! Will feel a little funny in Delta? No, I think it'll feel amazing. Because I think a lot of people are hearing, like, MGS5 controls. And I feel like they're not thinking, like, controls. I feel like a lot of people are hearing that.
Freeze.
And with saying that, like, it won't work within MGS3's levels, I feel like they're hearing that and thinking that, like, Big Boss is gonna start running at the speed that Venom Snake runs. For the sake of maybe getting a little ridiculous with it. It does kind of feel like that's how people are taking it. It's David. Fuck.
I need help.
Oh, shit. I just didn't think about it till now. No, I've heard some other people saying it too. That they don't think it'll work within, like, those levels and everything. But I think when they say MGS5's controls, they literally mean, like, just the way that he controls. Yeah, not, like, gameplay. Like, he's not gonna be running at fucking the speed of a truck through the levels or anything. It's just gonna have that tighter feel that MGS5 has. Is how I took it, at least. Which Metal Gear do you think is awful? Twin Snakes or Survive? I don't think Twin Snakes or Survive are awful. I actually think Twin Snakes is still a great game. It's a bad remake in the sense that it's just not as good as MGS1, but it's a good game. Survive isn't awful, it's just fine. Like, Survive isn't even that bad. Like, I'm not worried about needing to replay Survive for stream at all. I can get through another playthrough of Survive just fine, to be honest. It's not that
Are you
bad.
going to shoot me?
100%ing Survive with some of the achievements that are in there. I don't exactly want to play that much Metal Gear Survive. What was that? Was that Hajime? Did I read? Chat, I fucking missed it again. Wasn't paying enough attention. Oh yeah, wait, I see Hajime. Yeah. I see it. We're good. Let's head outside. You know, Survive is not that bad. Survive is like a 6 out of 10. Like, it's not what I would call...
Freeze.
I don't even know if I would call it, like, good. I would call it, like, decent. It's fine. Josh Spires. Solid 6 out of 10. Yeah, it's like a 6 out of 10. So it's like, it's decent. It's solid. Sure. It's just not like very good, but it's not bad necessarily.
Freeze.
This is...
Please don't.
Do the shaky. Thank you. Thank you, Steven. I've got to be getting close to the achievement for beating them up, right? If anyone wasn't here before and you're like, why are you punching all of them instead of just hitting them with a trank to begin with? I'm also trying to do the achievement and multitask for knocking out 30 enemies just by beating them to death with melee. It would be dull. Yeah, I don't even know if dull is the word. Because, like, it's surprisingly fun at times. Like, if you've actually played it, it really does have its moments where it's genuinely an enjoyable game. It's more repetitive than anything. It's more, that should have been Tomomi, chat? Was that? Can someone double check it? Because you guys can rewind so easily. I don't have my own YouTube stream up right now. Survive has 42 folks playing right now. That is way more than when I did the video. T something. Yeah, that's Tomomi. Okay. So then I need to go to the cruise lounge. I need to go to the cruise lounge. Deck A. That's weird though, isn't that? There's no special notes. Yeah, this is the cruise lounge. Wait, what? That can't be right. It says that there's 2 dog tags in here that I haven't gotten.
Don't kill me.
Shake. That's not what I'm looking for. I already did this room though.
Freeze.
I know I got yours if I got his. Or, oh. You ever played Silent Hill Downpour? It's actually kind of good. It's fine, I guess. I really don't much enjoy any of the post-Team Silent games other than like maybe like Shattered Memories certainly could have been a lot worse.
Freeze.
See, now why are you sitting there? You don't have a tag, seemingly. Takahiro. Yeah, that's one of them. What the fuck? Well, now I have to check you, since the other guy apparently can just spawn one or the other. What the hell? Kane and Lynch 2. I think Kane and Lynch is fine. I've played both of them. It's okay. I don't mind it. Oh, sorry, we're up to 19% completion on the dog tags now. Anytime I hit a percent, I feel like I should shout it out. Because every few dog tags will be 1%. I can just give little progress updates as we go, surely. Should not have hit this man with a trank. Tonally unique? Yeah. It's weird, because, like, Kane and Lynch has such a vibe to it, but it also just plays like shit. Like, you play it with a friend, too, and even then, you're like, man,
Freeze.
this game is so cool, but it's also so bad. Here we go. This time for sure, right?
Freeze.
Don't kill me.
He didn't even have a tag. Fucker. So I guess I just reset this room over and over again and like fucking lottery spin it, and eventually this other guy who can still spawn in here in place of the other two will just spawn? This is so weird that there are so many different guards who apparently can spawn in here, but it only spawns like one in the main room and one below each time. I wonder how many rooms there are like this in the total dog tag farming journey. I might have to go further. It reset the one time though. I don't know. How far do I have to go? Oh, that's locked. Might as well check this guy again, since apparently this is a thing that can happen. I've not seen Liberty City mod for GTA 5.
Freeze.
Are you going to shoot me?
I am now. Stupid question. And he was giving me the rump shaker right there. God damn. Now we go back. We'll see. Hold on. Maybe. Nope. Still that guy's dumbass. What if I wake him up and then leave? I'm just thinking out loud here to try to think, like, how could I maybe cycle this guard? Actually, I wonder... Hold on. A new idea. What if it's based on what entrance you come through? Because one time I came down from the stairs to get the first guy, and then I went in that door to get the second guy. So what if I go in from outside? I can go in from out... Oh, no. No, that door is this door. Shit. Hold on. Ooh. We got him. I've not heard of those now. Are they like, God, what was that one game that chat brought up the one time? It's a PS2 game that's just clearly like a Yakuza ripoff. Like the first Yakuza. But it was a game that was legitimately meant to be sold for like $1 at retail. So it's just like the most low quality, like tongue-in-cheek Yakuza 1 clone. Oh, it's the same series. Okay. Simple series game, yeah. I guess maybe we go outside. Oh my god. This is what I get for mashing with like my pinky while playing one-handed. Now we go back. I'll just hold it, since apparently I just bit my tongue so hard. Since apparently I can't mash with my pinky fast enough. At some point, I'm probably going to have to do exactly that, Douglas. The time will come. I wonder if firing the gun near him will wake him up faster. No. Got my answer on that one. Was Earth Defense Force a simple series game? Is that true? Because people love EDF nowadays.
Freeze.
And we dip. I'm just trying to think of how I can reset this guy. Like, get the other one to spawn. This David P, who apparently exists. No, this is the same guy. Hold on. Wait a minute. New idea. Maybe from down here. I was like trying to think of a third entrance, going off my theory of what guard spawns depending on what entrance you use. Oh no, it's still him. Let's wake him up. My bad. I guess it's my favorite. Welcome, Simon. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Wake up! Actually, I don't even know. Do I need to wake them up? I don't know. How the hell does this other guy spawn? This is ridiculous. Come on now. I'm putting way too much effort in. Oh. See? Now he spawns. Oh no. Oh fuck. No.
Freeze.
Please tell me you're far enough away from that. Man, that's bullshit. Bullshit, I tell you. Wait, they're gonna come wake him up. Oh shit, shit. This might actually work. Hold on now. They won't see me. Oh fuck. Oh no! Leave the box alone!
Who's that?
Oh, he just killed his guy. What's wrong with you? This is good for getting my my melee knockouts at least. If nothing else, can be used for that. Come on, get up. You might have a dog tag, I don't know. And now I've made it worse. God damn it, now he's gonna be even harder to wake up. All of this because I misinput and accidentally threw my stun grenade. God damn it. This dog tag shit is some serious business, man. This is a pain in the ass. Manuel, thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. Come on. Come on. Wake up. Wake up. He's not even gonna have a dog tag, I bet. I know how this goes by now. I'm gonna put in all this effort getting his ass back up, and it's gonna be for nothing. It's gonna be like the first guy that I got. Come on. I know you want to wake up. Wake up. The way you picking him up? What? You ever pick a man up like that? I do it all the time. What's wrong with it?
Freeze.
Don't kill me.
There's nothing wrong with it, right?
Don't kill me.
Oh, keep going.
Don't kill me.
Should I? Well, some guys would probably appreciate it. Certainly. Some guys aren't even particular about how you pick them up as long as you do. They're just happy to be picked up at all. Some men just need to be held once in a while. Doesn't matter how it happens. I'd let Snake pick me up. God damn it. How does this third one spawn? I'm so confused by this. There is a David P who is supposed to spawn in this room, and I can't figure out how to get him in here. Hold on a second. Hold on a minute.
Freeze.
It's not you, is it?
Don't kill me.
No. Okay. I was like, maybe since I spawned the other guy, what happens in the foxhole stays in the foxhole. Never ask Snake what he gets up to in the foxhole. I'm sure you picked up David P. Did I actually? I'm gonna be so pissed if I
You
did.
want to save, Snake?
I do. I'm worried now. Did I? And I've been doing this for no reason.
Okay. There's a saying that goes, even a bird on high dies a glutton's death, as do the fish of the deeps. The lesson is, don't be greedy. The fish that belonged to a family called the Deeps died from overfeeding. And so did a bird that got high on something. Probably fermented fruit.
Probably.
Okay, if you say so.
I do, Snake. Don't take unnecessary risks just because you're greedy for more items. Remember the Deep family's fish.
I will remember the Deep family's fish. Don't you worry. You played Red Dead Redemption? Yes. Did you hate that John Marston got gunned down to death? No. Because that's like the whole... Well, that's a whole thing to go down. But... John Marston needs to die at the end of Red Dead Redemption. That's like the whole point of the story. Genuinely, like that is what the entire story is building towards from the start. Hold on. Do I have David P? No, I'm missing David P. God damn it. I'm kind of upset. I'm more upset at not having him than I would have been at having already gotten it, to be honest. I think that's actually worse. Come on, David P. This time. Pops a can of Fresca. And I haven't had or even like seen Fresca in so long. Like just... Where is David P?
Freeze.
Are you a friend of David?
Shoot me.
In the leg this time. I wanted to spice it up. Come on, man. Give me David P. Oh, God damn it. He's asleep. Oh, it's about that time. I don't know where David P is. But that's an issue for another day. That is a problem for Cole on another day. Next time we get to MGS. Need to click R2? Huh? On the dog tags? Don't give up. No, it's like that time, like in my schedule. I gotta go back to video work. I gotta tab out of the game because of how I set everything up now. Slightly awkward. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy and you haven't done so already, feel free to go ahead and leave a sub, follow, whatever. Come back another time. We're doing this. Why'd the music stop? Hello? Did you check the right difficulty? Yeah, we're on very easy. Oh, wait, that was on normal? Wait a minute. Wait a minute, I get it. I get what you mean. I get what... Oh, hold on. Hold on, wait a minute. No, hold on, wait. I looked at... Oh my god. What are the odds that it... Oh my god. That I'm missing number 6 on both very easy and normal difficulty? Bitch, David. Okay, we do have David. Turns out we did have David. I knew you got it. Anyway, hold on, you're gonna hear some more menu sounds. Oops. Shit. There. Music. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did enjoy, also, and you haven't left yet, on the YouTube side, leave a like, because algorithm. The VOD still turns into a video and goes out to recommended and everything, so it does push it. I appreciate it. Thank you if you've done so already. Thank you if you're about to do so. If you're looking for links to anything to engage with the community outside of Twitch or YouTube, those are in the description on YouTube, or on Twitch, they're like on the channel page, chat commands, whatever. Anything you're looking for is there. Twitter, Discord server, whatever. You'll find it. Other than that, though, once again, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope to see all of you guys back here next time. I hope you all have a great rest of your day. Thank you for coming to the stream, and goodbye.